Yeah. Greetings. Hey, what's going on, guys? Happy Monday. All right. Motivation Monday. I think that's what they call this shit. Greetings, man. Hope you guys are well. Hope you're stupendous. Hey, man, it's a new month. The last month of the year. How you gonna finish the year? Right? How you gonna finish 2024 and set yourself up to step into 2025? You know what I'm saying? What we're here to talk about today is helping you guys, be the best version of yourself, level up, be better. Before we get into that, y'all already know how we get down, man. If you ever been to any of my lives, we gotta do some housekeeping first, man. I'm gonna give you guys something free just for coming through. My free fat loss system, the 50 and 5 month formula, baby. The 50 and 5 month formula is what? You may be thinking, Coach Corey, what the hell is that? Hey, it's a system that I use to lose 50 pounds in 5 months. You know what I mean? And essentially, that plus just a bunch of different things that I've encapsulated to not only work for me, but work for hundreds of my clients over the years. I'm giving that to y'all for free, just for coming through. We'll drop that. It's in the description of the video on YouTube. We're going to drop it in the chat here on Facebook. Here on YouTube as well. All right, let me get the other Facebook in here, guys. Type in the chat where y'all from. Who we got in the building tonight? Who's in the building? You know what I'm saying? What rep your city, man. Y'all remember that song? Rep your city. put it in your chat. Where you from, man? All right, so let's see what we got. So far we got Joseph says going live is keeping you big as hell. That's actually not the goal tonight. It's actually to reverse that. You know what I'm saying? If you big as hell, the goal is to turn that around tonight. 2024 is keeping you big as hell. All right. Hey, we're going to do our best to turn that around for you big motherfuckers. All right. Helping us be the best version of ourselves. Keeping you big as hell. That might be factual, right? That might be factual. Let's just see. Who we got in the building? We got Mike Campbell, New York. What up? What's popping? Montebello, right? That reminds me of the mushroom, the portobello, California. It's outside Los Angeles. What up, man? Hey, is Los Angeles really as dirty as people say it is? I ain't never been, right? That's not me disrespecting Los Angeles. This is what people say. You know what I'm saying? This is what people say. I ain't never been there. You let me know, man. France. Yo, Steve's in the building. What up? What up, man? Mr. Black Man. That's what's up, man. Hey, shout out to you for coming through. We got you have a beautiful body. That's factual. I would actually agree with that statement wholeheartedly. We got my home state in the building, Ypsilanti. Guys, it's not pronounced Ypsilanti, it's Ypsilanti, right? Ypsilanti, just in case you happen to give a fuck, it's the little brother to Ann Arbor. And for you guys that don't know what Ann Arbor is, it's the little brother to Detroit. It's like 45 minutes from Detroit. That's where the University of Michigan is, man. Shout out to Ypsilanti. You know what I'm saying? You guys are next to Michigan. That's probably like the most redeeming feature you guys have. I'm fucking with you, man. Ypsilanti's cool. Gabriel Bird. Okay, I don't know if that's a place or if that's a person, but shout out to Gabriel. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gabriel. From Illinois, keeping up on that fitness grind. That's what's up, man. I am currently in Illinois right now, in Chicago, visiting family. So funny enough, I am in your state, brother, man. It's cold out here. I can't wait to get back to Florida tomorrow. Los Angeles is just like any other big city, but stick to the suburbs if you come out. Okay. All right. That's what I thought. I felt like people were like making a big deal of this whole Los Angeles homeless population thing, but I never been, right? So I figure it's just like any other city, it's just, it's a lot of people there and it has its pros and its cons, man. You have, okay. All right. That's what's up, Bronson. Thank you for coming through and sharing that for whatever reason. Hey guys, if you want me to do your macros tonight, right? We can do the make your macros this evening to help you guys be great. All I need to do to build your calories and macros for you is your age, your height, your weight, and your goal. If you give me those 4 things, I can tell you exactly what you need to do with nutrition to get to your targets. All right, go ahead, drop that in the chat if you want help with that. Let's get into Q&A, man. You know what I'm saying? See what you guys need help with, man, because ultimately, this year is almost over with. Are you focusing on getting the most out of this year, right? While you got, a few more days left, or are you focusing on, getting ready for next year and going into that year being the best version of yourself, okay? All right, here we go. Helping your clientele be great and collecting their height, weight, and goal, keeping you successful as hell. I would agree with that. I haven't had anybody complain about me, doing their nutrition targets, doing their goals, doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. If you want me to do your nutrition targets for you, if you want me to give you your calories, your macros, all that good stuff, drop your height, your weight, your goal in the chat. Also your age too. I forgot to say that because that helps me again create a macro target for you so that you can be the best version of yourself, man. This is what we came for. We came to be great. We came to be better. Let's see what they're saying over there on Facebook. Let me get over there real quick. Oh man, yeah, my Facebook is a wild place, man. Sometimes I get on there and you get lost, man. It's a lot of wild things happening over there. All right, cool. All right, so we got the homie Young Juan says, love your content. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? We got the young lady Patricia, Pat Rice. What up, Pat Rice? But he says your macros, all that good stuff. Yes. Yeah, if you want your macros done, I could do them for you tonight. Just drop your age, your height, your weight, and your goal, and I'll do that stuff. Sterling, do you use butter for cooking? Hey man, interesting enough, I usually don't fuck with butter for cooking because it's extra calories, right? I'm a cook and spray type of guy, 0 calories, right? And it does the same job. Funny enough though, I'm at this Airbnb here now, and I'm actually cooking up some salmon. So y'all got me for like half an hour. Salmon's in the oven, then I'm gonna go eat that before my next meeting. But I had to use butter for the first time in like 5 years. I usually don't use butter myself, but it does its job. You just got to make sure you're tracking it, man. It's not bad at all. It's just you got to make sure you're keeping in mind that a tablespoon of butter is like, I think it's like 100, 100 to like 150 calories just for 1 tablespoon. It adds up pretty quickly, especially considering how much butter you need to get that good lube, right? That good lubrication of the pan. All right. We got our first taker, Mr. Michael Campbell, 33 years old. You know what I'm saying? It looks like Brother Mike is looking to lose some weight, right? He's 269 pounds. All right, Mike, you big as hell. But we're going to change that. Don't you worry, man. Don't you worry. And you 6'1". Okay, so what I'm doing, guys, just so you know, is when I get these stats, I put them into what's called a BMR calculator, right? BMR stands for basal metabolic rate. This is the amount of calories, guys, that your body burns on its own without you doing anything. So while you chilling, watching me and sort of just living life, your body's already doing this work, right? So from that math, what I found, Brother Mike, is your BMR is 2,200 calories. Basically, that means that on its own, your body's burning 2,200 calories. So if you want to lose some fat, it's simple. You just consume less than that, right? And stay consistent with activity. And it'll put you in a deficit for your body to start using all that belly you got right now as an energy source. Okay. So you just consume. If I were coaching you, bro, I would put you at 200 calories less than that. So I would put you at a solid 2,000, right? and consume that 2,000 calories with the following macros. Go get your pen and pad, right? Go get your pen and pad. It's note taking time. Coach Corey is at the podium. You ready? All right. So with your 2,000 calories, I'm doing the macro calculation over here too. Guys, if you want to learn how to do this calculation for yourself, just grab my 50 and 5 month formula, the free fat loss system. It's in the description of the video. This right here, what we're putting you on, Mike, is a 40-30-30. Basically, 40% of your calories is coming from protein, and the other 30% respectively, carbs, fats. You don't know what the fuck that means? Like I said, go get that free fat loss system. I'll break it down in detail. Okay. 200 grams of protein, Mike. That's crucial because if you're consuming this much of a deficit in relation to your body, you're going to need a lot of protein to stay satisfied, energized, and full. Pause. Then with that, your carbs is going to be 150 grams of carbs, 67 grams of total fat. You do those things, Michael, you're going to lose all kinds of body fat. Just come through, you know what I'm saying? Let me know how helpful it was and, how much weight you lost, man, so I can show you some love. Guys, if that was helpful, right, give me a thumbs up in the chat. I just want to make sure this is helpful content for you guys. Just give me a thumbs up in the chat if this is if this is dope shit. The homie Stephen, right? Too sleepy to stay on, but I wanted to say thanks. So far on the program, I've lost 12 pounds. Steve just joined the Armstrong Army. Like, I think, 2 weeks ago, Steve? Came through losing fat already. Shout out to you, man. Just proof that these methods work if you guys put in the work. If you want to learn more about some of the stuff that Steven's doing to lose the fat, build muscle, get ripped, right? So you can see, 12 pounds or more in just 2 weeks. Go ahead and get that free fat loss system. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to drop it in the chat one more time, but it's also in the description of the video. All right. So we got the homie. I'm calling in from New Jersey, bro. 65 years old. You wilding about the tour. I'm good on that, fam. But I appreciate you coming through anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Michael's gonna get swole as hell. That's what we gonna do. No Diddy. All right. So we got Nancy. Nancy, I need to know what is your goal, right? So you're 52, you're 5'2", you're 112. But Nancy, I need to know what your goal is. Are you looking to lose some fat, build some muscle? What are you looking to do, young Nancy? You let me know that, and then I can give you a breakdown. Joe Leroy. Man, I bet you this guy's black. That's a black ass name, Joe Leroy. Big homie, your channel has helped me. You're no BS, blunt about it. Hey, I don't know how to be anybody but me, bro. But I appreciate that it's been helpful, man. That's what's up. That's how we get down. Yeah. Super Toad Show. 7'8", 5'27", 38 years old, want to get to 480. Yo, you tall as hell, Super Toad Show. All right. You should be in the NBA, man. What are you doing? All right. 7'8". Well, it's probably too late now, man, if you 38. But yeah, you missed out on something. All right, so 38, 5'27". Okay. So 5'27" at 38, 7'8". Damn, my God. So you have the unique circumstance of a BMR at 3,600 calories. Your body burns 3,600 calories on its own without you doing anything. So that's fantastic. You got a big motor, right? Your body's going to burn a ton of calories on its own. What I would prescribe you if I was coaching you is I would say, look, just come like maybe 300 to maybe 400 calories underneath that, putting you somewhere around 3,200 calories. And then with that, these following macros, right? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a smooth 300 grams of protein, 240 grams of carbs, 107 grams of fat. It's a lot of food. I don't even know if you're going to want that much food once you get 300 grams of protein, honestly, because I don't be out here eating 300 grams of protein. You know what I'm saying? But presumably, because I coach a lot of guys who are, somewhere in that 400, 300 to 400, even some guys 500, 600 pounds, usually around that 250 grams of protein mark, they're good. They don't need to go for the full 300, but you could if you had a bigger appetite. That you do that this week, bro, you're gonna lose all kinds of weight. Like it's gonna fall off at your ankles. You know what I mean? So you know the vibes, guys. If this was helpful, drop a thumbs up in the chat. I just want to make sure that this is good stuff. All right, Nancy says both. Nancy, you tripping? You can't have a goal of both. Having the goal to lose fat and build muscle at the same time is like having the goal of turning left and right at the same time. You can't turn left and right. You gotta pick a direction. Now you may fuck around and be in a surplus and burn some fat because your metabolism speeds up, right? So you might burn some fat, building muscle, being in a surplus to build muscle, or vice versa. Sometimes if you're a newbie, right, and you have the beginner gains sort of going on, some people can build muscle in a deficit. But to have it as a goal, it's not possible to have it as a goal, right? So if you want to just lose some fat first, we can go with that. That's easier than building muscle. Okay, all right. So you want to lean out. Super simple. Let's get back to Nancy's stats again, guys. I'm breaking down calories and macros. If you want your calories and macros done, right? Drop your age, your height, your weight, and your goal in the chat, and I'll do yours. All right. So we got young Nancy. Nancy is a shorty, right? Shout out to the shorties in the building, man. Shorties need love too. So 5'2" and 52. So 2 5'2s, and then 112, like the men's R&B group, 112. So your BMR is 1,000 calories, right? 1,000 calories. That means your body burns 1,000 calories on its own. Usually somebody like yourself, you have a choice to make. You can eat at your BMR or slightly less than your BMR. The reason I say that is because it's such minimal calories for a person like yourself. I can prescribe you, hey, 800 calories is your goal, right? And you might be okay with that if you had 80 grams of protein in it, but just depends on how active you are. I think just based off very limited information, I will target you specifically at your BMR because you're a small human as is, and minimal food like that tells me, as small as you are, we may need to focus on giving you just a little bit more to fuel the metabolism, to actually help you build a little bit of strength so that you are able to kick that thing up. All right. So yeah, I would just say, let's put you at 1,000 calories. Right. Somebody's going to be in the comments like, oh my God, it's such little food. Shut the hell up. All right. She's a small human. She don't need a lot of food. 1,000 calories, 100 grams of protein, 75 grams of carbs, and 33 grams of fat. You do that, you're gonna lose all the fat that you want to lose within a couple weeks, and then after that, you can slowly creep it up. Do like a reverse diet, build your metabolic rate, put on some size, put on some muscle mass, and you can be out here looking lean and sexy. If that was helpful, give me a flex emoji in the chat. And if you want your macros done, go ahead and drop your stats before I get out of here. I'm also going to give you guys the fat loss system thing one more time. Is oatmeal okay for a healthy diet? Oatmeal is fine, right? It's just a carb source that has some fiber in it. Digests a little slower than, some of the other quick release, what you would call simple carbs out there. It's more complex, which means you have a more sustained blood sugar level, and the insulin secretion isn't going to be as fast and as high. That's it. It's fine. It's not health. It's not inherently the most healthy thing, and it's not inherently the most unhealthy thing. It's fine. It just depends on how it fits into those macros we just talked about. You need to know your macros, and you need to know how that fits into them. Griffin, I am skinny fat. Can I instead bulk then cut, or should I cut then bulk? If I was coaching you, I would prescribe you Cut first is easier, and you'll be able to see your muscle better when you bulk. Get it lean enough to see them abs, and then once you see them abs, man, you put on some size, and then you're gonna look great. You know what I mean? Skinny, fat people have this desire to put on a bunch of mass, but not understanding when you go into a surplus to build muscle, you will inherently slightly increase your body fat percentage because of the surplus. And so because of that, you want to be out here looking fat as you get big, right? You want to be fucking fat and smooth while you putting on muscle. Oh man, you want to look lean and sexy while you put on that muscle, right? So I would say lower the body fat percentage first, and then slightly go up. Okay. Been waiting for an energy drink video. I got a few of those. Just go on YouTube, type in energy drinks, Corey Armstrong Fitness. You'll see a few of those. What do you think about the carnivore diet? I think that shit is bullshit. Why the fuck you gonna go the rest of your life, without eating carbs again when you don't have to? You know what I mean? Personally, that's just me. Some people love it, right? I got friends who are keto and they love it, and they rave about the benefits. Inherently, though, like, you don't have to do that to get lean. You can eat carbs or not eat carbs to get lean. You can eat fats, protein and fats, you need them to survive. So that's what people are talking about when they're talking about the carnivores. Like it sort of lends itself more to the actual, like, essential macronutrients, because there's only two essential macros. You got to get protein, you got to get fats. When you don't get enough protein and fats, you die. You don't need carbs essentially, but you can have them and not be fat as hell. It's just about how much. So, I mean, listen, man, you can get 300 with the shit, but you don't have to. Like, again, if you go get my free fat loss system, the 50 and 5 month formula, bro, everybody in there ate carbs and didn't do carnivore. And I lost 50 pounds in 5 months. I've taught it to over 10 people since. There's people who have lost 50 pounds in 4 months, 50 pounds in 3 months. Hell, I got a guy earlier this year lost 100 pounds in 5 months using the shit in this book, eating carbs the whole time. So why give up that, food group if you don't have to? Now, look, you can do it, but is it something that you can do for the rest of your life? Are you really saying, like, are you done with carbs forever? Right? Because if you are, then you don't got to do it no more. Right? You can be Mr. Carnivore and just say fuck eating carbs. But personally, I like them. I like eating carbs. I like eating rice. I like beans. I like tortillas. I like having a burger every now and then with the bun. You know what I'm saying? If that doesn't bother you at all, then just go carnivore and give it up. All right. You don't need a lot. You don't need a lot to eat if you don't weigh that much. And that's a fact moving forward, fitness. You better let them know. You know what I'm saying? You better know. Keenan, as in Keenan and Kale, 57. All right. Keenan's 57. And he is looking to go 225, limited lifting weights due to back injury. Okay, so you're looking to lose some fat. Okay, all right. So you're looking to lose some fat. 260, 6'3", and you're doing this. All right, Kenny, your BMR is 2,000 calories. What I would do if I was like prescribing you a protocol to follow, I would bring you 200 calories underneath that to put you in a deficit, right? Making it easier for you to reach your targets. So 1,800 calories is the target I would set for you, man. And then putting you like 40% protein, which is 180 grams of protein, 135 grams of carbs, and 60 grams of fat. Yo, you do those macros, bro, every day, get you at least a gallon of water a day. This is my second gallon, by the way, guy. You do that every day, man, you're gonna get lean as hell fast. Okay. But you gotta be consistent. That's the only thing that matters. The fact that you're not able to train with weights, I mean, that does play a factor. But honestly, if you just dial in the nutrition, like I just told you, I mean, you can get to that 225 by spring, if not faster, right? Just gotta stay consistent, bro, and at least go for walks. Your back's fucked up, but do something else. Do something else to move until you get back to 100%, man. Follow the doctor's orders, though. He knows better than me. All right, I'm going to be a truck driver over the road. That's great. Any tips to stay fit? Yeah, so fresh, so clean. Don't be out here eating like a fat ass, man. He who fails to plan plans to fail. So a lot of people who drive trucks, they say it's hard, right? And they're right. It is hard, but it's hard because they believe that it's hard. So they've convinced themselves that it's difficult to eat healthy or stay fit because they're driving a truck all day and they're constantly not at home. Well, yeah, if you say that shit, it is. But if you just commit yourself to figuring out a way to make it happen, then now you're thinking about all the things that you can do differently to mitigate the limitations that you have. See, when you argue for your limitations, guys, you get to keep those limitations. You argue for the reason why you fat, you're going to stay fucking fat. All right. But if you start arguing for your fitness and talking about how you're going to, make better decisions, how you're going to track your nutrients, like we're talking about tonight, right? How you're going to make time to work out, whether it be on the back of your truck, whether it be at a local gym, whether it be when you get home. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's about finding a way, having a plan of how you're going to attack these goals regardless of the scenario, right? If that was helpful, right? Give me a thumbs up in the chat. That's how I would look at it. Okay. Yo, Corey, I recently binge ate, aka Thanksgiving. Should I fast? I've heard fasting is the worst way to go about it. Should I just stick to my old diet and forget about it? Listen, man, if you ate a bunch of fucking food, right? There's no need for you to go on these aggressive ass extended fasts or, giving up carbs forever or, it's just like all this bullshit just to mitigate the damage you did. Bro, just get back on track, man. It's a reason why in your car that the rear view mirror is smaller than the windshield, right? Why is that? It's because you want to pay more attention to your future than you do your past. All right. Pay more attention to the future than you do your past. You do that, man, you're going to see all kinds of success in your life. But if you are here just like, out here, drowning in your sorrows, out here sad and shit because you fucked up, man. And, you're going to put yourself through needless stress that really doesn't help you get better, does it? Right. So I would say just get back on track, bro. Don't worry about it. All right. All right. Look, y'all, I gotta eat some food. I realized that before I planned this, I got a meeting that's coming right up, right? I gotta eat this food before this next meeting. But guys, if you want me to go live again this week, type live in the chat, right? Type live in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it in my calendar to go live if y'all want me to. If y'all don't give a fuck, then don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But okay. All right. We got a live in there. Okay, we got some lives coming through. Okay. So I will go live again this week. Be on the lookout. You know what I'm saying? Check. Hey, put your notifications on, right? And if you need more help with like how to get, to your goals faster, go ahead and get that free fat loss system. We dropping that link in the chat one more time before we head out of here. And just in case y'all gave a fucking want to know, y'all about to eat some salmon and some spinach, right? Spinach is how I say spinach. Okay, guys. Hopefully this is helpful. I'll be giving y'all a heads up when the next live is, and holla at y'all later. Peace.